Hi there, this is Åsa. Happy National Scrapbooking Day and happy International Scrapbooking Day as well. I feel it's my scrapbooking day, so it better be international or I can't participate, but I will. I'm posting my ad to the YouTube hop from the Nicole Jones 911 group on Facebook, and the challenge or the theme was my favorite thing. My favorite things from, I guess it's from Sound of Music. And when I heard about this challenge, I immediately got this idea in my head that I would take this opportunity and make a layout that I've been thinking about for a while about my favorite TV shows. So I started with the challenge right away and made a layout with this theme. Then I got some kind of regrets. I had those for quite some while, and I thought that I would make another one, but I have not had time to do it, and my interpretation of this challenge is perhaps a bit different, but it's mine, and it's certainly something that has got to do with my favorite things, so I think it's okay. Different is okay. I have something that is a favorite of mine, and it is jars. I love glass jars. I love tin jars and tin containers as well, but glass jars is extra inspiring for me because you can see the content. And when I was in Stockholm, I bought this washi tape, which has large glass jars. There are 3 different jars, and they're quite big. I also bought a smaller washi tape with also with jars, but I won't be using that for this layout. This is something as unusual for me as layout with autophoto, and I seldom do these, and when I do them they are usually for my book of me. I have a special album which is a bit more private than other albums, and I try to focus on my thoughts and my inner journey when I make layouts for that album, and perhaps this layout will end up there as well because it's so special and has nothing to do with anything else but the TV shows that I love, and those that I remember from older years and really enjoy. So this is a layout where you get to know me through the TV shows and the TV series that I've been watching. I put the washi tape on white cardstock, and then I had 2 stamps that also were glass jars, and I stamped those as well on the same cardstock, and then I decided to color them in to make them a bit more fun. And I use my Pro Marker pens, and I have had those for a while now. I bought them, I think, in 2007 perhaps, and most of those pens are actually from that year, and I have just been buying new ones when those run out or got empty, and they are mainly those that I've been coloring a lot with for my Christmas cards. But I have quite a selection, and it's not complete in any way, but I have the colors that I need. Earlier I colored lots of stamps for making cards, but I don't do that a lot lately, and especially not since I started making process videos, because I don't have any any other inspiration than making just that. But I choose a couple of different colors. I try to incorporate the whole rainbow, and I color rather quickly, and the whole stamp, or the whole image. I color the lid in the same color, and nothing fancy there. I just splash on color with my pen. As you can see, I have also made small jars this far, but I won't be using them on the actual layout. I think that jars has been exciting for me ever since I was a kid. There's a story about me when I was at my aunt's place, and I were with her in her bathroom, and she were putting on makeup, and my mother isn't very much into makeup, so this was totally new to me, and she had all these wonderful boxes and bottles and stuff in her bathroom cabinet, and I was totally amazed by all these pretty things. And jars have always been containing small pretty stuff, or small like eatable things, candy or something from the kitchen cabinet, and jars have always been containing fun things for me. So I think that I have a very positive feeling about jars overall. In my kitchen, I store my like the stuff for baking, like flour and sugar and different kind of grains, in glass jars, pretty much like these on the page, and I love it. I think it's a very hygienic and a clean way of storing things, and I will always be doing that. Back to the page. I wanted to make shelves, and for making shelves I use ribbon, and I use two types of ribbon. One which is gingham or striped, and then a rickrack on top of that. And I think that I got just the right feeling with those. It resembles the shelf, perhaps with a lining paper or anything, something like that, and then with a fabric border sticking out from the actual shelf. So I think that it turned out really well, and I get a bit of dimension on the page as well. I took a couple of minutes and wrote down all the TV shows that I could come up with, and I even went on internet and looked to see if I had missed any from in the genres that I'm interested in, and I found a couple of more that I had forgotten about, and I wrote it on Word in a font that I thought was kind of clean and a bit office-like. And I made strips with first I tried to make it with my paper cutter, but it went too slow, so I started cutting it with the scissor. And I will place those strips with TV series in the jars, or on the jars, of course. And the title for this page will be På burken. And when I was a kid, the TV, it was pretty much like a big jar, but or a box. And in Sweden we called the TV the box, or something like that. This is the burken part of this title. And these days, when most TVs are flat, we don't use this word for the TV anymore. But I'm a kid of the 70s and 90s, so this will always be what I feel like for the TV. So I thought that was really perfect as a title for this page, because I have made the TV shows into jars or boxes, boxes. It's the word in Swedish goes for pretty much both these. And I think that when I came this far, I noticed that I needed a couple of more, so I made two more jars to put on that shelf below the word på. And the font that I'm using for the title is the one that I bought in Stockholm at TGR, the shop where I found lots of just small stuff, and they had really good price. And actually today we've been to the newly opened TGR in Sundsvall, and it was really nice. I went there with my family, so I couldn't stay and look at everything as I wanted to, but we rushed through the shop in the pace of a 7-year-old, and I bought two different things. I bought a small pack of craft colored tags, the tags with the hole in them and a little reinforcer around the hole, and they were really sweet, and I think they are 15 in a pack, and it cost me about $1. And then I bought a set of fabric covered buttons, and the buttons are I think perhaps an inch, rather big, and they had really sweet colors, so I wanted to have those, and it was about $2 for 9, so not a perfect price, but they were big enough to make a rather large impact. Anyway, now you see those papers that I made with my favorite TV shows. So I started cutting them with a paper cutter, but I gave up and continued cutting with my scissors. Now I have placed all these TV series, I think it's over 60, onto the different jars, and I tried to combine them so that they go in the same jar as a similar series. So for example, in the red one on the second shelf, there's Bones and Castle and Rizzoli and Isle, 3 kind of crime TV series, crime police TV series. And on the upper shelf I got 24 Crisis and Prison Break in the same jar. So I kind of combine them with similar series. And if you look at the close-ups at the end of this video, you see that I have somewhat of a nerdy taste in TV series, and I have none of those girly ones because I don't like drama, and I'm not very fond of comedy either. So this is mainly science fiction, it's police TV series, crime TV series, and a couple of facts-based ones like How It's Made and Mythbusters and Cosmos: A Space-Time Odyssey, and those. And then I have a large jar at the lower shelf with music-based reality TV shows like American Idol and X Factor, and So You Think You Can Dance, because I love to watch those. And then I have these adventure-type TV series with superheroes, The Flash and Arrows and Gotham, and those that we watch just now. I love those. Those are my favorite, perhaps all time. I have one vampire jar with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, and True Blood. Those are also one of my favorites. So this is pretty much a journey through my TV, and I think it was very fun to make this layout for National Scrapbooking Day. So here's the finished layout. I hope that you have enjoyed this process video, my rambling, and the difference this makes to other layouts that I've made recently. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you get lots of layouts done today and for the rest of the weekend. And take care of yourself. Feel inspired. This is Åsa. Bye.